Copyright disclaimer. This content does not belong to Bible Chronicles or claim this intellectual property. The content provided today has and always will belong to the content owner. Bible Chronicles does not have any affiliation with the owner of this property. As mentioned, Bible Chronicles did not intend to make use of any material for the purpose of harvesting gain. However, Title 17 of United States copyright law states material and use can only be done when it's for theological or general educational purposes, and thus Bible Chronicles believes that this principal material falls under fair use, which honors protection under Section 107 of the same U.S. copyright law. Okay, all right. Let's get started, fam. Let's get started. You brothers and sisters know. I don't know if you're watching live or not. I can't tell with the system, honestly. I can tell sometimes it tells me 0, sometimes it tells me 1, sometimes it tells me 5, then it says none. Who knows? So if you're watching, just keep in mind that I don't watch chatter. I made it an effort not to, especially on certain classes. So let me remind you guys what I'm going to do, okay? Monday through Friday, I'm going to do classes on milk. Every now and then, I'll throw something different, okay? Depending on how the spirit is moving me. But on the weekends, whether it be yesterday, more likely it'll be Saturdays, right? I'll be doing these classes regarding history. So we're not going to touch on part 2 again of part 4, which I had talked about. I did part 2, and it wasn't to my liking, family. I was very sloppy compared to the type of work that I typically put for the Most High. I try to become a specialist in whatever I do. That's just the way I roll. So anyhow, shalom to everybody or anybody or nobody. All right. If I'm preaching to the wind, well, even better. At least I can concentrate. Anyhow, today's topic is called the Great Migration. Now, I've done classes regarding Arthur, and one of the important things that I want to tell y'all is I'm not trying to debunk anybody's quote theory. No, all I'm doing right now, fam, is I'm basically showing the path that has led me to believe that what I'm finding is as strong and legitimate as anything other than what we've been taught. Because as you know, looking at the world, we were told that we came from Israel. Then we got to captivity in Syria. They took us over there by Mesopotamia. Then we decided to go all the way around the Euphrates River, back to Africa, all around Africa, right? And give me a second. Anyhow, all around. So now let's just say that is true, but you can't confirm that. There's absolutely no way to track anybody passing through the ocean. I mean, you tell me who can track that. It'd be man, that'd be amazing. Then we're told that we went all the way here. And we cannot confirm that sincerely. We can only go by the Spirit, huh? I don't know what to tell you guys. Put some background music. I know you guys want to hear my breathing. Really gentle. Huh. Can't even hear it. Oh, there it goes. Anyhow, all right, that'll help me out at least with my ears, so I don't have to hear myself too much. Anyhow, all right, so again, I'm just going to show y'all what I found. And you guys decide. You know what I mean? Everything needs to be confirmed, obviously, man. Nobody has 100% the truth, family. Nobody does. Everything's in part. Obviously, we have a solid foundation. Well, let me rephrase that. I came out of, I could say, regardless of what I could say, regardless of what experiences I've had with particular camps, I can say that I had a freaking solid foundation, fam. That I was rigorously studying the foundation, the basic milk of the scriptures. That is important. I forgot about that. I totally just ignored all of those minutes. I mean, I'm talking about nonstop, 24/7 at work, and then internal for that matter too. Double whammy. I'm telling you, family, this Bible, and I'm going to say this. You know, I always wonder why people say this, man. And then this just goes out to you old folks that are not of my tribe. I mean, maybe you are, but again, I don't believe in that unless you prove me otherwise. You guys have not. Okay? You come and say and make videos on, and I know you guys are watching me. I know now for a fact. Supposedly, I can go deep, or some of us go deep into some things. Listen, I don't choose to go deep. I don't like, oh, let me sound deep. No. I ask questions. So I search for the answers. That's why the Bible says search diligently. It didn't say, oh, you know, hey, when you feel like it. Matter of fact, watch this. Not even part of my class thing. It says here, Nehemiah 9:3, and they stood up in their place and read in the book of the law of the Lord, their God, 1/4 part of the day. In another 4th part, they confessed and worshiped the Lord, their God. So look at how it's broken down in regards to how you're supposed to treat this Bible. You're supposed to treat this Bible as if it's the apple of thine eye. And because the brain is such a deep, deep ocean, you need the Bible to really give understanding. Not no simple ass, just wear fringes out and don't sin. That is a simpleton. People have issues in their mind, family. We have issues in our mind. Okay? There is a legitimate schizophrenia, a legitimate suicidal mentality, a legitimate addictive personality mentality, because all of those thoughts are spirits. There's autism that destroys the child. I know, I live with my son. So and they stood up in their place and read in the book of the law of the Lord their God 1/4 part of the day. Okay, Mr. Deacons. Okay, guys, show me the process of elimination. You have no idea what that means. Show me what Paul meant when he was in Romans 7. You guys can't figure it out. Your students can't figure out Hebrews 10:4. And they come out of your camp. You got them confused. You don't, nobody, well, listen, for you guys that, I don't even know how you can wrap your mind around choosing to be deep. How do you even do that? It's like I'm choosing to be a man. For God's sakes, I was born a man. I'm not choosing to be anything. It's the way my mind works. I'm sorry if you have a simple mind. Yeah, maybe that's what it is. Maybe you're just a dumbass. This isn't my class, by the way, but it reminded me of it. You know, and I keep noticing, and I keep hinting, and I keep getting this hint, this nuance, this connotation of anybody that speaks of the Bible that is outside a particular nationality. Y'all are stupid. You're reaching too far. Oh, you're going too deep. What's that scripture? In Sirach. Don't search the things that are too hard for you, something like that. But how do you know when is or when isn't? Oh, someone got to tell you. Oh, really? Okay. Well, I asked that question one time. Hey, man, I'm just curious. It's just me, because, I'm reading the Bible and I'm talking about Galatians 5 and all that. And, slashing the demon, slashing the dragon and all that stuff, right? You know what I mean? It's just a personal conversation. I'm not, like, in class or anything. And I'm like, I just want to know, bro. Because, the thoughts become actions, right? So, like, we come to the thought of us and we manifest it, right? So, it's like, okay. So, do you think that, spirits are thoughts, man? And he's like, oh, whoa. He brings me a Bible scripture like, oh, you're going too far. You're going too deep. Like, just an insult. Really, honestly, man. In a very condescending way, brings up the scripture to tell me, bro, you're trying to be too deep. You're too dumb to figure that out. So you so-called black convert Israelites, because I'm calling you that. What is too deep? Huh? What does that even mean? I don't even think it's deep, man. For God's sakes, I'm barely scratching the surface of the Bible. If you guys think it's deep, then you must confirm that I know what I'm talking about. Woo! Hold on. Hold on a second. I just thought about that. All right, so let's begin, family. Let's begin. I have a very important topic today. We're going to go into the lost 10 tribes of Israel. Okay? The lost 10 tribes of Israel. Let me check to see that the connection is good. Okay. Give me a second. All right. Hold up a second here. All right. Here we go. Okay. Let's begin, family. Now, I'm going to use this map throughout the class, okay? And I want you guys to be mindful. It's called David Ramsey's map collection. It's an old map from 1587. And it gives you, it identifies particular locations, you know what I'm saying? Countries, blah, blah, blah. It's an old map. I love it, man. I think it's great. It's a great map. Look at this. Look at that. You can move it around like a little real sphere in front of you, brothers. So we're going to be in this thing pretty good. Pretty good amount of time. You'll see it spin around, okay? So just don't be afraid. It's not a ghost. Anyways, let me go ahead and do this. Let me go do this, okay? What we got? All right. So here we are. All right. Remember, we're going to be on this map quite often. So let's go ahead and start. I'm going to show you a video I found. Very interesting. Interesting video, I think. I don't know who it is, quite frankly. You know what I'm saying? But let's watch it. It's about 4 minutes, man. It ain't too bad, but you can already tell where it's going, right? Yeah, you can already tell where it's going. Okay, my familia. And but again, I'm gonna tell you this: Bible Chronicles is for you so-called Hispanics and Native Indians. All right, you are the people of the book. Now, why do I say it? Because this is a continent where I'm from. I'm only going to talk about the people of this continent. Do I have other brothers and sisters that are everywhere else? You damn right. So if you guys can hear this message and can see past color, then maybe you might actually confirm what I'm going to share with y'all. Because I'm going to tell you something. Some people are really out there to steal your heritage. They want to take it from us. Well, let's prove it with facts, who we are, what our migration is, and I'm also going to bring out a beautiful material, something from the 1500s, right? This particular writer who was going to debunk us and saying we are not the people of the book. And he wrote a book on it. He was vehemently against the fact that the 10 tribes could be in America. Yeah. So we're going to show you. Yeah, we're going to show you. Lord willing, man, my angel's here with me as well. You know what I mean? A witness as well. We're going to show you that the same argument that says, you guys are not the 10 tribes of Israel is the same argument that puts us in the as the tribes of Abraham. This is beautiful stuff. So anyhow, again, we're going to watch these guys. I don't even know who it is. Israelite scribes, something like that. I don't know. You can already tell where they're going to go with this. Okay. So let's watch and learn. And again, I'm not going to debunk nobody or nothing. This is just what I found, what the Most High has put in my spirit, and due to my research and all praises to the Most High gift that was given to me when he woke me up on reading. It's funny, huh? I actually read now. I never did it before. And I can't stop reading now. It's a beautiful thing, fam. All right, let's go. Begin to 4 minutes. It's short. It's just 4. I don't even think they sound anything. All right, so let's go explain. Let's understand their explanation. Here we go.
Those are the 10 tribes which were carried away prisoners out of their own land. In the time of Hoshea the king, whom Shalmaneser the king of Assyria led away captive, and he carried them over the waters. So came they into another land. But they took this counsel amongst themselves, that they would leave the multitude of the heathen, and go forth into further country, where never mankind dwelt. And they entered into Euphrates by the narrow places of the river. And they entered into Euphrates by the narrow places of the river. For the Most High then showed signs for them, and held still the flood, till they were passed over. For through that country there was a great way to go, namely 1.5 years. And the same region is called Asaroth. Asaroth, Newfoundland.
Okay, so apparently that's their theory. And you see all these pictures, family. Again, I'm not here to. This is not my topic of today, but I got enough classes to show you that these are debunked pictures. All right, these are so-called pictures, right? I'm gonna tell you something, man. This is trickery. All right, these are supposedly the Aboriginals, right? You guys got to understand that a lot happened in 1492 and beyond. We weren't just conquered by one particular nation of people, like the white people. You guys think that? Nope, we weren't. There was other nation, a couple. Psalms 83. You guys ignore one particular one, but we determined who they are, and this is a part of them. So, anyways, that's not my class. Just want you to know. Don't get confused or get it twisted. This is not what I believe in. On the contraire, mon frère. ¿Cómo le dicen así? Oh, yeah, this is a bilingual channel. Keep that in mind, family. Aquí se habla español. También hablamos español. ¿Cómo creen que no? Okay, let's go to Sirach 125. Let's begin, family. Let's begin. Now, you know what? There is a book I got, and I bought it, and I kind of like it, man. It's called the New Oxford Annotated Apocrypha, New Revised Standard Version. I like it because it's like the red book, but it gives you even additional information and possible precepts and blah 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 blah. Right? So it's pretty cool. So today I'm gonna read it. I'm gonna show you on the screen, but I'm gonna read it from this book when we're in the Apocrypha. I want to just read it again. It's called the New Oxford 5th edition, fully revised and explained. The New Oxford Annotated Apocrypha. Again, I don't subscribe to this, but I bought it and I've just been kind of looking at it. I haven't really touched it, man. So I'm going to slowly start bringing things out that I've been preserving for years. And, some that are recent too. So let's go to Sirach, capítulo 1, versículo 25. Sirach, chapter 1, verse 25, okay? It says here real quick. Let me bring it out the book. Let me bring it out. Bring it out, Let them know, Here you go. So look, I'm not joking, fam. I'm just messing around. It's not time for games right now. Let's see. Sirach 125. Oh, that's right. What's up with the background, man? I want to hear my nostrils breathing. Okie dokie. Here we go, family. Here we go. And again, in case y'all are new to my channel, my name is Brother Joshua, a.k.a. Emmanuel Israel. Y'all know me probably more for Emmanuel. There's a purpose why I changed my name, family. I ain't going to get into it, but, Anyhow, there's no confusion. Just a purpose. Sirach 1 and 25, it says, in the treasuries of wisdom are wise sayings. Let me read that again. In the treasuries of wisdom are wise sayings. The parables of knowledge are in the treasures of wisdom. But godliness is an abomination to the sinner. To a sinner, right? That's right. It's the same thing here, but godliness is an abomination to a sinner. And it says here, if you desire wisdom, brothers and sisters, si tú deseas conocimiento, keep the commandments. and the Lord shall give her unto thee. You see how the Most High is translating us, for us to translate the understanding of wisdom as a female. The Most High is dealing with men. And when you men love a woman, you'll do anything for that woman when you are so-called in love. You go out of your way for her. You cherish her. That, you know, the romancing thing. We're in the world, right? Those are facts, man. Those are emotions. They're real stuff. Well, the way that you will go about it with her, the wife that you married, sincerely, without with lust, is the same way you go about it with the Bible. Wisdom. You treat her as a female. That's why you have to desire her, which is the whole concept of why I say classes in the weekday. Milk. Desire the breast of her. Wisdom. The beginning of wisdom is true understanding. Psalms 1:11 and 10. I hope y'all don't lose y'all. Oh, I'm sorry. They think I'm going deep. It's basic stuff, man. Anyhow, what can you tell them? What can you do? Matter of fact, my wife sent me a picture. It was interesting. Wow, she did. I thought she sent it to me. Anyhow, this interesting picture. It has like four individuals, right? Or 4 pictures of the individuals, and it's like you know, in every single one, it's like a situation where you're not pleasing the individual. Like I guess they're sitting on a donkey. Oh, how can you sit on a donkey? Both of you, poor donkey. Okay, fine. The wife gets off the donkey. How can you make the wife walk on the donkey? The man gets off the donkey and the wife rides the donkey. How can you be such a weak man? Okay, fine. Then all of a sudden they just walk with the donkey on its own, and how can you be a waste of time not making that donkey work? You see, fam, you could never make people happy. Ever, ever, ever. The parables of knowledge are in the treasures of wisdom, but godliness is an abomination to a sinner. If thou desire wisdom, keep the commandments, and the Lord shall give her unto thee. Now, I'm going to tell you something about you so-called Hispanics. I'm also going to call you out on this, because you guys all want to be kings. You guys all want to be chiefs. Yeah, we're kings, huh? But you can't be servants. You can't even, like, put mind to things that are coming to your information. No, matter of fact, I can't even call it out. I'm sorry to tell you. I am so happy that I'm part of a particular group. But then, you know, like we all get in, right? I guess. And all of a sudden, somebody's like, I'm like, bro, it's like, damn, dude, I just came in, your neighbor, bro. You know what I mean? Now you're knocking on my door like, hey, get that sign off my wall. I'm like, come, chill, bro. I don't know you. You see what I mean, fam? And it's everybody with that mentality of a child. I'm sorry to tell y'all. Those are boys. What you need to do is shut up. Everybody, for God's sakes, you Hispanics, you natives, you hard-headed dumbasses, shut up. You don't know everything. None of us do. We all want to be kings, and none of us want to be servants. We all want to teach, and none of us want to learn. Oh, I know the Bible. What's your foundation? What you mean? What you mean, foundation? I pray to the Most High. The parables of knowledge are in the treasures of wisdom, but godliness is an abomination to a sinner. Why? Why? Because guess why? Verse 23, a patient man will tear for a time. A patient man. Verse 22, a furious man cannot be justified, for the sway of his fury shall be his destruction. You so-called Hispanics are all angry people, man. Y'all are all angry. I can't deal with you guys, man. Even trying to talk to some of you, man. Hey, the brothers that I've been dealing with, I appreciate y'all. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of you guys, man, y'all want it your way or your way, my way or the highway. Bro, I'm trying to build with you, man. Nah. Bro, you know what I'm saying? We're the same people, bro. Nah. It's my way. I'm the king. I'm the prophet. Okay. You could have it. Yeah, have it. Have the riches, fam. I'll stick with the faith, man. I walk with the Most High, and I walk with my father Abraham. That's who I walk with. Because through him came Isaac and Jacob. If thou desire wisdom, keep the commandments, meaning study the book, and the Lord shall give thee unto her. Watch this. For the fear of the Lord is wisdom and instruction. Faith and meekness are his delight. Okay? See that, fam? The fear of the Lord. The fear of the Lord is wisdom and instructions. I'm going to show you something that you guys don't do. Something that you Hispanics have such a hard time doing. I don't know why. I really don't understand y'all. Sometimes I wonder if you guys are even Israel, to be honest with you. Malachi 3:16 says, then they that fear the Lord spake often one to another. Not because you want to, hey, man, I don't like that guy, so I don't want to talk to him. No, dummies, man. They that fear the Lord spake often one to another. And the Lord hearkened and heard it. So basically, the Lord is driving. Wait a minute. Y'all talking about me? Oh, damn. So what happens? And a book of remembrance was written before him. For them that fear the Lord. So what did they do that fear the Lord? They spake often one to another. This is not deep stuff, man. This is basic. But apparently some people think it's deep. You know why it's so deep? Because y'all suckers can't do it. Oh, I'm repenting. You guys can't even like get. And let me tell you something. I'm gonna tell you something. What North? Okay, I'll put it like this. Because I came out of IUIC. I was there with them for 4 years, fam. All right. Even with my struggles in that body, man, I still did what I could to fight through it. I appreciate brothers in there. Not all of them. Because some of you guys are fake as hell. Act like you're my brother, but yet we like that line in Tijuana. And you know who I'm talking about. You look at my gente, my little brother, El Mexicanito or Oaxacanito, right? You look at him with disgust, you so-called Benjamite. I saw your face. That's not brotherhood. Here I am seeing him with inner tears. You are like, ugh, can't stand looking at this rat. Yeah, man, I saw you. So not everybody is of Israel family. But again, they that fear the Lord spake often one to another. There is absolutely not one camp that is so-called Northern Kingdom. Not one. Not one time have I been to a Passover. Not one time has it even been possible. You know why? Because you dumbasses are so hard-headed, you don't want to be a brother. No, you want to be a ruler. And by the way, this is not the class. Because y'all, maybe the Most High is just telling me, you know what, man, forget it, bro. They don't deserve to know. Y'all don't deserve to know what, man. You know what? I just thought about it. You guys don't deserve to know these things. Why? You can't even do the basic ones. Here, I'll give you one. I'll give you one, man. I'll give you one right now, just to show you how simple y'all are, okay? And I'm also raza too, so don't get me wrong. I know some of y'all call me a pocho. I was born in Guadalajara. Guanatos, cabrones. Moreover, if thy brother trespass thee, shall trespass thee, go and tell him his faults between thee and him alone. You guys don't do that. You guys want to put a show on it. Debating is the same thing. What are you debating for? What do you get out of debating? Tell me. Okay, so I'll give you an example. When MFs end up so-called debating in the street, like real gangsters, one of them dies. So if you guys are so-called, because you guys want to be gangsters in this truth, you know what's so funny? Christianity destroyed your brain so much that you guys are like the opposite of Christianity, but you're still Christian. You're like, no, I don't want to be Christian like them, so I want to be the Christian. It was all a dream. You guys, come on, man. Moreover, if thy brother shall trespass against thee, go and tell him his faults between thee and him alone. Not in front of everybody. You guys can't even do that. So does it even make sense to do classes? Hey, let's go in deep. Let's talk about Arsarid. Hey, listen, Knock, let me do this. Let me do that. Hey, look at the Messiah. Look what he came for. Look what he really came for. Matthew 20:15-24. No, you know what? None of that matters because none of you guys can even do this basic one. Watch this. Watch this. Oh, my God. Even this one. Because y'all are so mean to each other, man. You Hispanics, you guys are cangrejos and haters and oppressive. As a matter of fact, you complain about the white man. Some of us complain about the black man, the Canaanites, right? Some of us complain about the Moabites. Some of us complain about the Ishmaelites. Oh, but you know who don't complain about? You don't complain about you. And you guys are the biggest enemies. My brothers are my biggest effing enemies. Brethren, if a man be overtaken in a fault, ye which are spiritual, restore. Listen, I had a conversation with a beloved brother, man, and him and I didn't want to say bump heads, but it's like, no, I don't want, this. It was about a Sabbath, right? And I was like, listen, bro, we can part ways for now. I love you, brother. You know what I mean? Bam. We paused for a moment. 7 months later, I would every now and then send him messages, you know what I'm saying? And now we talking again, bro, with a different mindset. You see? But it takes spirituality in the brotherhood to understand, yo, listen, I'm going to try to restore my brotherhood with my brother, regardless of what we disagreed with. But nah, you guys are not like that, man. You guys go, the F with this sucker. Nah, I'm going to call him out. Nah, you're a coward. Blah, blah, blah. No, we can't talk no more. Man, my God, not one camp have I ever met where there's actual order, structure. No. You guys are a bunch of lunatics on YouTube. Matter of fact, I hate YouTube, to be honest with you. I don't even know why I came to YouTube. This damn platform sucks. All it brings is fake ass people. None of y'all care for the Bible. You guys want debate. You guys want activity. You guys want action. I tell you, man, I don't even know if I should do this archery class. I really put so much time in this class. Show y'all. I ain't showing off. This is how I roll. I really study my books. Look, I did all of this for the nation of Israel. Okay? Every single one of y'all thought about you. Every single one of you that I talk to and don't talk to. Even the ones that hate the crap out of me. I did it for you guys. And you want to know something? I don't even want to know if I should do it. Why? Because you can't even... I want to bite my tongue so bad. Because you guys can't even do this, bro. Brethren, if a man be overtaken in a fault, ye which are spiritual, restore such as one in spirit of meekness. Considering thyself, lest thou also be tempted. You damn Hispanics don't know how to do that. I mean, look. This is one of my favorite characters, right? A ver, que alguien me explique. A ver, que alguien me explique, cabrones, ¿por qué nos tratamos así? Brethren, it says brethren. And look, I'll read it in a different translation. Maybe I'm just stupid and I'm reading it wrong. Hold on a second. Let me read it this way. My friends, if someone is caught in any kind of wrongdoing, those of you who are spiritual should set him right. Hey, brother Malak, I love you, brother, because you know what? I appreciate you reaching out to me, man. You I really do, bro. Because I didn't forget about you. And I knew that, maybe we just bumped heads at that time. It was not a big deal, just regarding Sabbath. But I didn't hate him. I didn't say, F you. Nah, this and that. No, man. It was kind of cordial, you know what I mean? Two men just disagreeing. But restore the brother. Restore the brother. And you know what? I was given an advice because always in the mindset of doing that. And it was given to me like, hey, da-da-da. And I'm like, you know what, man? You're right, bro. And I hadn't talked to him for a while. And I'm like, the Most High speaks to me through people. That's how he does it. Or, through maybe a nightly vision or something of that effect. You know what I'm saying? These brothers here are supposed to help carry others' burdens, family. You guys don't understand that. You know what? I'm going to switch this now. You know what the great migration is? To migrate together as brothers. How about we do that? If you think you are something when you really are nothing, you're only deceiving yourselves. Let me go back again. I'm going to stay in Galatians 6. All praises to the Father. And I'm going to read it in this way because some of you don't get it. You can't even do a basic law. My friends, if someone is caught in any kind of wrongdoing, those of you who are spiritual, meaning if you study the Bible, if you have a foundation, or at least if you say you're a Hebrew and you wear fringes and you claim to not eat pork, right? And you claim not to being an adulterous individual, and you claim not to be fornicating in your mind, not physically. If you claim to do all of that, and you claim that you got the Bible in your backpack every single day in your car, it's like your shield and your sword. If you claim to be all that, my friends, if someone is caught in any kind of wrongdoing, those of you who are spiritual, set him right. You want to know why I'm saying this? Because I know a brother that don't talk to me no more, and not because he did something to me or I did something to him, but I know because something happened to him and another brother, and you Excuse my language. Oh my God, I want to bite my thumb. I appreciate you, brother, man, for trying to tell me not to cuss, bro. And I'm really working on my you destroyed him. You destroyed his spirit. The brother doesn't know the Bible as much as you say you do. All you could have done was, hey, bro, I'm sorry. I apologize. I made a mistake. And that's when you do this. I'm going to go back to Galatians. We're going to stay in the milk today, man. The hell with the whole migration crap. You don't deserve to know. What you deserve to know is this crap right here. Matthew 18:15. Watch what it says. If your brother sins against you, go to him and show him his faults. But do it privately, just between yourselves. And if he listens to you, you have won your brother back. He could have been like, yo, I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry. And the brother like, yeah, you're right, But instead, no, you didn't. You destroyed him. Galatians 6:1. My friends, if someone is caught in any kind of wrongdoing, those of you who are spiritual should set him right. I don't even see the brother anymore on any platforms, bro. And I called him several times. You know who I'm talking about. I hope you're listening, bro. I got love for you, man. I know the struggle. I can imagine being in another country, not knowing the language, bro. I went through that shit. Excuse my language. At least I'll say that. I'll say ass too, by the way. It's in the Bible. And keep an eye on yourselves so that you will not be tempted to. Then it says, help carry one's other's burden. In this way, you will obey the law of Christ, which is of the Most High. Why? How do I know? Okay, I'll show you. Let me show you something. Oh, hold up. I got that too.
Attention, choppers! Today's special is civil unrest. Let me pay attention!
1 Corinthians 11 and 3, it says, but I want you to understand that Christ is supreme over every man. The husband supreme over his wife. And God is supreme over Christ. So, again, wait, was it Matthew or, hold on, let me see. I think it was in Galatians, man. That's why I need to scribe, fam. Yep, it says here, Galatians 6:2. Help carry another's burdens. In this way, you will obey the law of Christ, which is the law of the Most High, which is basically about his father's business. Like, thank you, brother. I'm just going to, go with kind of my vein, because you know what I mean, that's a very heavy topic you brought to me. Then he says here, Luke 7:46 says, and on the third day they found him in the temple sitting with the Jewish teachers, listening to them and asking questions. All who heard him were amazed at his intelligent answers. His parents were astonished when they saw him. And his mother said to him, son, why have you done this to us? Your father and I have been terribly worried trying to find you. And he answered them, why do you have to look for me? Didn't you know that I had to be in my father's house? But they did not understand his answer. Watch this. Then he answered to them, verse 49, how is it that ye sought me? Was ye not that I must be about my father's business? And they understood not the saying which he spoke of them. You know what's so funny? I just thought about this. If you Christians, if Mary knew that an angel impregnated her, why would she not know who the father was? Right? She would know, but she don't know. She's like, your father's right here. Just saying. How is it that ye sought me? So if you apply Galatians 6, you about your father's business. And you see, and you guys don't apply Galatians 6. You're not about your father's business. You're about your business. Before a man think himself to be something, you see that? When he is nothing, because you ain't about the father's business. Thank you, Nathan. I'm going to take that vein in a different route just for today, fam. He deceived himself. But let every man prove his own work. How? Brethren, verse 1, if a man be overtaken in a fault, if you offended him, if he offended you, if you disagreed, if you didn't see eye to eye, ye which are spiritual, whichever one of you, and you think you know more than the other, Restore such as one in spirit of meekness. So if you believe you know more than the other, then guess what? Both of y'all should be restoring each other in the spirit of meekness. But neither one of you do it. Considering yourselves, you don't consider yourself. You selfish bastards. There's not one camp of Northern Kingdom, not one Passover, not one tabernacle have I been to in 5 years plus. Y'all are fake. Y'all aren't about the Bible. You guys are about the fringes, about how it looks good. It's a facade for most of you guys. No wonder they call you silly doves. No wonder. I hate that terminology, man, because I ain't no stupid ass. But you know what, fam? A lot of you are. And I wonder sometimes like this right here, bro. I'm gonna be real with y'all, man. I don't know, bro. I don't know, bro. I don't know. Maybe I'm just, I don't know. Excuse me. Maybe I'm not an Israelite. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe that's what it is, and I just don't understand you guys. Maybe I'm just stupid like that. Romans 9:4 says, matter of fact, go to 1. I say the truth in Christ. I lie not. My conscience also bearing me witness into the Holy Ghost, that I have a great heaviness and continual sorrow in my heart. For I wish that I myself were accursed from Christ for my brethren, my kinsmen, according to the flesh. You guys just overlook that. And you go into like, give me Romans 9:4. The Israelites, give me Romans 9:12. Give me Romans 9:13. But you dumbasses can't even read 1 through 3. I say the truth in Christ. I lie not. My conscience also bear me witness to the Holy Ghost, that I have a great heaviness, continual sorrow in my heart. For I wish that I myself were accursed from Christ for my brethren, my kinsmen, according to the flesh. But no, you guys forget that. You see the love Paul had for the Messiah, for us. He stayed up day and night, traveling everywhere, getting beat up, thrown rocks at, hated, almost killed. Y'all are doing that to each other even this day. Somebody brings something to you, so-called Hispanic, especially you Mexicans. Yeah, I'm going to call y'all out because I'm a raza too. So I'm going to call your asses out. Nobody can bring nothing to you guys. You guys are too, no, I want it my way, Holmes. Así como yo, güey. No, man. You cannot tell a Mexican man, you cannot correct him. As a matter of fact, he can't even exhort people. You guys have a big freaking problem. It is so hard for you guys to do this here. And you know why? I know, because I'm Mexican. So-called. I was born in Guanatos. I'm no pocho, damn it. It says here, Hebrews 10:24, not forsaking the assembly of ourselves. Some of y'all can't even get that. After the matter of some is. You mean most. But exhorting one another. Wait. Woo! Hold on a second. Wait. What is that? Yeah. You guys don't do that. You guys do this. You don't exhort. You destroy. You destroy. But exhorting one another, and so much more, as ye see the day approaching. No, you don't do that. You like, bam, you murder. I hate you. Oh, I don't hate him. I don't hate people. Yeah, you do. Your actions speak louder than your words. I'm gonna give you guys some freaking milk. Y'all want some milk because you can't handle meat. You ain't ready for meat. James 2:17, even so faith, if it had not works, it is dead alone. It lets dead being alone. You know what works is? Galatians 6:1, Malachi 3:16, Zephaniah 2:1, Matthew 18. Leviticus 19:17 and 18 as well. And then 23 and 24 and 25. Y'all, see, you guys don't even understand that. Oh, you're so deep. It's not deep. It's basics. You know what it is? I'm a grown-ass man in this old-ass flesh, and I'm just going to have to deal with it. If a brother or sister be naked, I'm going to give you guys a little spiritual one here. Maybe they'll say I'm deep here. James 2:14 says, what did the prophet? My brethren, though a man say he had faith and have not works, can faith save him? I believe in the Most High. Call Lord to Yahweh Bahim Shem Yahweh Shai Bahim Rahak Wakadash. Whatever the hell that is. I know that you guys are going to be like, oh, that's so offensive. Then just speak. Then you know what? Then just teach in Hebrew all the time. Don't go and speak English and Spanish and then all of a sudden say a Hebrew word and that justifies everything. Oh, well, you know, then what the hell was the whole tongues for? Acts 2:5. That's milk. What was the whole tongues for then? It's like how Jeremiah 14:2 is taken. You know, the whole color thing, right? They're in sorrow, they're in hardship, they're needy, the water's dry, da. Oh, and I'm black. Oh, and I'm in sorrow, and I'm needy, and it's like that. It's like that. If a brother or sister be naked and destitute of daily food, meaning the Bible, and one of you say to them, depart in peace, be ye warned and filled, notwithstanding, ye give them not those things which are needful for the body. What doeth it profit? For example, you guys that are teaching in the street, you're out of order if you can't even teach your own family. If you cannot teach your family first, you out of order, fam. If you cannot be the teachers of your husband, I'm sorry, well, no, not your husband, of your wife, yeah, because the wife can't teach the husband, of your wife, of your children. If you cannot teach them first, then what are you doing out in the street trying to teach? What profit is there? You're not giving them needful food because it's the spirit in you that's feeding that too. And it's Lord. And you know how? Depart in peace. You know why? Because you're like, hey, Leviticus 19:17. You're in sin, You're in sin. Okay, depart now. Bye. What the hell does that? How does that help? You see, it's because y'all don't teach your people, your family first. The work is in the house. That's how you start breaking them clods, like Hosea 10 says. It takes about 3 years, family, to prepare yourself for out there to be teaching, to be right frank with you. But see, you Rasa, man, you're so rushing, so quick to correct, and so slow to get corrected. Yea, a man may say, thou hast faith, and I have works. Then it says, show me thy faith without thy works, and I will show thee my faith with my works. Like, for example, you know what I do, family? For you guys that know me, I apply these as best as I can. As best as I can. I'm not saying I'm perfect, but I try to apply them. You know, I really do. I hope, Lord willing, you know, Lord willing, he doesn't punish me if I'm being flawed with my expression here, that I really do. But I really do. But Zephaniah, what is it? Zephaniah? I really do. Zephaniah 2:1. Gather yourselves together. Yea, gather together, O nation not desired. That's milk, fam. That's basic stuff. I really do apply that. I try. But I'm waiting. I'm hoping that you so-called Hispanics, Native Indians wake the hell up and actually see each other as brothers. See each other and like see Christ in you. Because you guys don't. No, you guys are being this guy right here right now. Romans 9:13, as it is written, Jacob have I loved, but Esau have I hated. Y'all hate. Y'all hate your brothers. It's not love, bro, if y'all can't even like come together. How? Galatians 6:1, it's in actions. Brethren, if a man be overtaken in a fault, ye which are spiritual, restore such as one in the spirit of meekness. I don't see that. Considering thyself, lest thou also be tempted. Listen, fam, the way I can explain it like this, I came out of, like, let's say, for example, like a building, right? I'm gonna tell you something about IUIC, man. They're very thorough with their education. They really know how to teach. Like, they teach the student. Like, You come out there and you come out like university type, man. I ain't lying to you. They got a system, you know. And I come out of university, so to speak, and I come out in this and I walk into this wilderness and everybody's just hectic, bro. There's no structure. Nobody knows the foundation they come from. Nobody can tell me what the milk is in their end, unless you're of a camp. And if you've never been in one camp, then you don't know what I'm talking about. You can't talk about the experience unless you've been through that. So I asked brothers, hey, what's up with the milk? I don't know. What you mean milk, bro? They don't have one. They don't have a blueprint. You need a blueprint. It says here, for if a man that think himself to be something, when he is nothing, he deceiveth himself. But every man prove his own work, and then shall he have rejoicing in himself alone, and not in another. So all these things, you see this phone number on the bottom? Let me show you something. You see, me personally, I come from a very destroyed background. I'm not saying my mom and my dad were horrible people. No, man, they had their issues. But I fell into the trap of the isms. Look, the rebirth of the Hebrews. The Great Migration was really the migration. But no, this is not that migration, fam. Hispanics and natives are the chosen seed of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Phone lines always open, 760-304-2204. Then it says, if you're dealing with addiction, don't hesitate to call. I'm being real with y'all. I want to help. If you're dealing with alcohol or some type of other addiction, all praise to the Most High. I've been able to put together a particular type of steps to recovery by using the Bible. It's not easy, but it's a hell of a better way than doing it on your own. Doing it without knowing where to read, where to start, how to begin. I'm not part of no anonymous group or anything. I did walk through those rooms. That was my experience. So I've taken my experience and went into the Bible and said, you know what? Everything that these guys are saying is of the Bible. Spirituality of the Bible. Their steps is of the Bible. And I'm like, and these are quote, quote, heathens. And they're getting sober. Well, if it's getting them sober, I wonder what it would do to our people. Right? And I thought about that. Then it says here, but let every man prove his own work. So you on your own, fam. It's a collective rebirth. It's a collective rebirth, but it's an individual repenting stage. I can hold your hand and be like, yo, brother, come on. I got you, brother. Come on, let's go, let's go. But you on your own in your own mind, y'all forget the tabernacle, the structure of the tabernacle, the actual private most part of the tabernacle is the end. And if you look at it from the top, it looks like a human. Y'all probably know that. All right, so that's why when the priest goes in there and sacrifices the animal, right, it's in the most private part. Only him and him alone, and you and the Most High knows the sins, right? So it's the same thing in our mind, in our consciousness. It's here in the mind, him alone, we and the Most High. And we obviously now, with the understanding I'm getting, that's the whole point of the advocate. It's like when you go to court, right? When you go to court, an attorney represents you. The attorney doesn't handle the case, and it's not against him. But the attorney represents your case to the judge. It's the same thing with the Messiah, the whole concept. He is representing us as an example because we committed crimes and we got to pay for them. So now we got mercy and grace to hopefully be forgiven for the punishment that's coming, because some of us are going to have to pay with our lives. It's unfortunate. It's called the 2/3. And that's why only a few will actually make it. Scarcely. The 144, think about it, fam. Okay, you ask 1,000 children, or 100 children, what they want to be when they grow up. They'll all tell you, I want to be this, I want to be that, I want to be that. It's statistics. This is proven facts. Only 5% actually make it. And that's something where it's like you're driven by money or whatever, wealth, and you know what I mean? You got to survive, you got to live. So it's like, it should be done right? It should be. No, 5% only make it. Imagine those that have to repent, where you don't earn income. Well, you don't see, like it's not a facade on you. It's like really in your mind, you really are repenting. And others see it. Your family, your wife, your children, your sisters, your husbands, they see it. But Everybody else, they probably won't. That's what it says, for every man shall bear his own burden, but we have to help. Galatians 2:6-2 says, bear ye one another's burdens. Didn't the Messiah bear our burden? It's like me. Like for example, if my son's about to get in a car accident and I jump in his way and I push him out the way and I died because I gave my life for him. But, he still lives and he has to still have a book of remembrance of himself, which means he still has to be the honoring and glory and have that particular, what do you call it? Spiritual body. I'm going kind of heavy on that. I don't want to do that. Verse 6, let him that is taught in the word communicate unto him that teacheth in all good things. So our speech is important, which is what I'm learning from some of you brothers. I need to watch my speech. It is true. I do need to watch my speech. But I'm also going to be myself. And I'm just raw as hell. I'm not tailored to anybody's flavor. I want you guys to hate this channel. You know why? Because at least now I know that it does cut your spirit. At least I know that you, for a fact, you may take what I say and repent like a dummy as you should. Because remember, Isaiah 1:3 an ox knoweth his owner, and an ass his master crib, but Israel does not know, they don't even consider. That also means repenting. You see, when, like, for example, I have a dog, right? A chocolate lab, man. I'm more and more liking this dog, man. This dog, like, literally loves his master. Like, he's like, no matter what I say or do, or get out, go, like spank him a little bit, check him because he pooped in the house, whatever. He still loves his master unconditionally. You guys are not like that. You guys hate the Most High. You want to know why? Because I said it before. You guys can't even do Galatians 6:1. Verse 6, let him that is taught in the word communicate unto him that teacheth in all good things. Be not deceived. God is not mocked. For whatsoever a man soweth, that shall he also reap. So I'm going to show you something real quick, because I'm not going to end it like this. I know some of you brothers came on and I talked to some of you, but I'm going to show you something that I have. Is I will do this class, the true migration. I'm going to show you this book I got. Okay, hold on. All right. I'm going to show this in another class, but look. This is from a book called The Jesuit and the Incas. Okay? Now, Sabin Halen. Apparently, there was a writer called where is it at? This writer, Valera, he was adamant about us not being Israel. So let me read it to you, okay? Because I will do this class next week. I guarantee y'all. Like I said, it's gonna be on the weekends. It'll be a historical class. Today was just, I'm sorry, family. I was just moving a different spirit. You know what I'm saying? I apologize, but it is what it is. But every weekend, I'm gonna do a historical class regarding timeline, history, how we went through. Right now, we're at 1515, I believe. 1500 to 1529, I think. Okay. And I kind of want to slip this in there because I forgot to bring this initially. So this should have been the first one. Okay. So I will do this next week. Now here it goes. I'm going to read this to y'all. Peruvian history was a major theme in Valera's writings. His Historia Occidentalis, history of the West, appears to have included accounts of the early origins of Native Americans, of the Peruvian dynasties before the Incas, and of the Inca ruler themselves. Throughout the remaining fragments of his work is material pertaining to the history of the Western Hemisphere prior to the time of the Incas. Although most of Valera's writings about the pre-Inca peoples have been lost, portions of his history of American migration and the pre-Incas dynasty of Peru survived in his Relación de las Costumbres Antiguas, as well as his works of Garcilaso, Montesino, and Anello Oliva. Valera vehemently rejected the notion that the American Indians were the descendants of the lost tribes of Israel, a common theory in the 16th century. Garcilaso de la Vega, 1609, 1987, page, volume, it was printed in 1609. I think it was the new edition in 1687, page 411, okay? That's what it means, I think. Then it says, in the few sections that remain of Valera's work on this subject, he apparently speculated that the people of the Americas originated from the ancient Chaldeans. What? Yeah. Who once lived in the plains of Shinar in the Persian Gulf. The Chronicle wrote that the religion of the natives of the Glade, Florida, and the Caribbean islands were derived from the practice of Chaldeans. Likewise, he claimed that the faith of the first Peruvians were molded on that of the Chaldeans. The Chaldeans were renowned in the biblical history for founding the city of Ur, from whence came Abraham, the father of the Hebrew nation. They were believed to have descended directly from Noah, and they became famous as learned astrologers, priests, and magicians. By linking the ancient Peruvians onto the Chaldeans, Valera was placing the people of the New World into the framework of the biblical history. So him trying to debunk us technically puts us right back to where we are. Where? The Ur, the Chaldees. I'm telling you, family, I've done this, and I'm going to do this next week. Watch this real quick. I'm going to show y'all something. Let me show you. Hold up.
Attention, choppers! Today's special is civil unrest. Let me pay attention!
Judith 5:6, it says here, Judith 5:6. Watch this. These people are descendants of the Chaldeans. Who? Us. And they sojourned here too before in Mesopotamia. So meaning that before we lived in Mesopotamia, right? Before Abraham went there, they came out of the Ur of the Chaldees, because they would not follow the God of their fathers, meaning, Terah, he was worshiping other demons, basically, which were in the land of the Chaldee. For they left the way of their ancestors and worshiped the God of heaven, the God whom they knew, because Abraham always was a Hebrew. So they cast him out from the faces of their gods, meaning the tribes that were there among them. They cast out Abraham and his family. So they cast them out from whence their gods, and they, meaning Abraham, fled into Mesopotamia. His father, and sojourned there many days. Family, the same thing that this guy said puts us right back there. Joshua 24:2, and I'm gonna end it with this. And Joshua said unto all the people, thus say the Lord God of Israel, your father dwelt on the other side of the flood in the old time, even Terah, the father of Abraham, and the father of Nachor, and they served other gods. What? Yeah, and I took your father Abraham from the other side of the flood and led him throughout all the land of Canaan, and multiplied his seed and gave him Isaac. You see that? Your fathers dwelt on the other side of the flood, meaning on the other side of the Euphrates. You see the maps? You want to see the maps? Show you maps real quick. I'll give you a little map. Let me see. I had a map here, fam. I don't know where the hell is it. Oh, here it goes. Oh, that's the fourth part. Nope. That's not the map I'm looking for. Here it goes right here. This is where we were. The Euphrates River. The Chaldees. This is Shem right here. All right, now I'm going to show you. Matter of fact, I'll show you guys a little bit. A little bit. Look at that. Zigurats. This is from Los Indios Somos Israelitas. Thank you, hermano. Zigurats. pirámides. Miren, somos israelitas. Las plumas, bueno. Watch it. Trucha. Watch this. I'm gonna show you some. I got this book here. Did I put it in there? Yeah, I did. See, I was gonna bring all this stuff out, fam, but I'm gonna do it next week. I don't want to keep you guys here that long. Watch this. This is from Notas Sueltas, Perú Primitivo. Se los voy a leer en español, hermanos, para que vean, Ahí les voy. De los reinos del Eufrates y el Tigres han venido a América. What? Yeah. De los reinos del Eufrates y el Tigres han venido a América. En época remota, los quechuas y los aymares, pobladores principales de Tahuantinsuyo. Esta rotunda afirmación descansa en un hecho científico. Los idiomas quechuas y aymara provienen del sumero y del asirio, disculpen. Palentizado o patentizado, se me hace que es discúlpeme. Patentizado es el estrecho parentesco de ambos grupos lingüísticos, el asiático y el americano, un reguero de luz ha disipado los obstáculos, brumas del pasado. La unidad de la expresión del pensamiento conserva después de tantos siglos como han transcurrido desde que los hombres de la Mesopotamia inmigraron a América. No ha podido ser por su naturaleza un hecho aislado. Ha debido traer consigo identidades y semejanzas en las creencias y costumbres, en los conocimientos y artes de esos pueblos, capaces por sí solas de revelar su común origen, por más que hoy los contemplamos separados por la inmensa cuenca del Pacífico, sin saber aún cuándo ni cómo pasaron de un continente a otro. Un poquito más. Si el alma de un pueblo palpita en su lengua, sus sentimientos más íntimos respecto de sí mismo y de la naturaleza que lo rodea viven en sus ideas religiosas. Let's see. Okay. So, prácticamente están diciendo que los quechuas y los aymar venían de allá, ¿verdad? Y qué curioso que el aymar es una tribu aquí, ¿verdad? En México. Pero también aymar es hebreo. Let me see if I have it, fam. Let me see. Oh, está en Facebook. Qué la fregada. Un momentito. A ver si le encuentro esa página. Historia de México. Estoy buscando la historia de México. ¿Dónde estamos? Hey, fam, listen. If you guys have a Facebook, man, I have a bunch of pictures. You guys, request friend. I share all these pictures, bro. You guys can download them. I go deep in history, family. Yeah, this Mexicanito. Yeah, I like to read now. Apparently, the Most High just put that in my spirit. I didn't do this before, fam. I'm not trying to be deep, man. It's just the way my mind works. If you guys don't believe it, then oh well. Can't convince you, man. I'm tired of trying to convince you, man. Y'all are just gonna either believe it or you don't. Again, La Historia de México. Let me see if brother posted it, because I think I might have had it. Give me a second. Just a bunch of pictures, man. Just about history, who the Canaanites are, like today, right? Just a bunch of things. History about us. How we got just slaughtered, cut in pieces. That's my fam right there. It's my dad, my tios, and my tias. Anyhow, where you at? Check this out, fam. Los voladores, right? De Mexico. Look, that's India, right? Look at this. And that's us. That's us. You see, this shows that the migration was real. Watch this. This is from the Hindus Reach America First. This is what the official historian of Mexican government says in general outline of the history of Mexico. What is called the discovery of America is the meeting of two great current races of people who, after separation extending over many centuries, were again joined after going right around the earth. Let's see, hold on. If not here, then I'll just have to show you next week. Here it goes. Got it. Got him. Historia de México. Here it goes right here. Page 14, it says, pero si estas felicianos son ingeniosas, no lo son menos las que corresponden a las lenguas quechuas y aymara que proceden del hebreo y del caldeo of the of the Chaldees. Family, I'm telling you right now, we are the people of the book. Okay? So listen, fam, humble yourselves, man. You got a brother here that is a sincere brother as much as I can be. And I'm trying to build with some of y'all, man. And you guys just have too much hate. I'm telling you, man, no, the Kingdom brothers, bro, come on, man. I'm literally begging you, brothers, soften up your heart just for us. We've been so corrupted with colonialism by destroying us, separating us. We hate each other, even in our own households. There's so much chaos in our homes right now. A lot of you guys are not in the truth. I'm sorry to tell you. But it's okay. Because that's what we're here for. To restore the brother, you that are spiritual. That's why here's more milk. And I hope y'all understand it with this. Romans 7:14, it says, for we know that the law is spiritual, but I am carnal, sold under sin. What does that mean? Verse 21, for I find a law that when I do good, evil is present with me. That's why the law is spiritual, because it governs our mind. For I delight in the law of God after the inward man, meaning in your consciousness or subconsciousness, where it says seared, right? But I see another law in my members, meaning your body, your flesh, warring against the law of my mind and bringing me into captivity to the law of sin, which is in my members. So family, you guys that have anger issues, that you think we're against you, or you don't want to show no love toward your brother, bro, listen, man, we're not the problem. You're the problem. You know why? Because you got spirits on you. Wisdom of Solomon 9:14, for the thoughts of mortal men are miserable. Thoughts are things, and thoughts are spirits. Galatians 5:19, figure it out. And our devices are but uncertain. For the corruptible body presseth down the soul. So I know you brothers, man, just remember this. When you were a kid, we could be friends real quick, man. We could make friends real quick. And we went through it together. Now we're grown up. Now we hate each other so much because we hate ourselves. And we can't think that somebody can actually really care for you. That's a fact. For the corruptible body presseth down the soul, the earthly tabernacle weighed down the mind, that museth upon many, many things. So, again, what's the point? Deuteronomy 10:12. And now, Israel, what the Lord God require of thee? But to fear the Lord thy God, to walk in all his ways, meaning all the laws, Matthew 18, Leviticus, Galatians, Zephaniah, you know what I mean, Malachi, and to love him, and to serve the Lord thy God. Are we not the sons of God? So if you're serving God, then you're serving us. We're serving each other. And to serve the Lord thy God with all thy heart and with all thy soul, meaning with all your mind and with all your spirit, to keep the commandments of the Lord and its statutes, which I command thee this day for thy good. Easy, easy peasy, family. Easy peasy, family. All right, so listen, here's what I typically do. On the weekdays, I also do, I don't put like, commercials or nothing like that, or like intros. I just get into it. You know what I mean? And I end it with Matthew 6, okay? So because this was technically one of those classes, I'm going to end it with Matthew 6 today. So I'm going to play the flute for a good minute, and then I'm going to play Matthew 6, and I'm going to end it. You guys are welcome to join me or not. Shalom. Matthew chapter 6 and verse 9. After this manner, therefore, pray ye, Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done in earth, as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our debts, as we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory, forever. Amen.